is Siegfried Reuter. We're here at Taseko Lake Lodge, just slightly above on one of the ridges. And we've been here for nearly a dozen years. Have our family here with 4 children, my wife and I. We built up the old Whitewater Lodge, which was a historic lodge dating back mid-30s, early 30s. We're about 85 miles from Whistler. Right behind that ridge is basically Fish Lake. And me coming from a background from working in the oil patch, I know what light pollution, noise pollution, and things like that will do in an area in close proximity like this. Like 6 kilometers is nothing. We have not really been privy to a lot of the information prior to it going to the federal level. So that we saw as a huge problem, because if it wouldn't have been for the federal environmental process, we would have really had no opportunity to voice any of our concerns. It was obvious that there was other groups and parties that had those same concerns, perhaps not so much directly relevant to the lodging and the tourism business, but environmental concerns, water, air, noise, light, pollution, all those kinds of things. Big industry seems to have the upper hand on most negotiations simply because they're usually the only ones on the table. And I think it's important that all people who share this province or this country really have a voice in, or at least, be able to give their opinion as to what they think about it, because at the end of the day, it will affect all of us. Positive and negative effects, right? Not everybody makes the living with the Wilderness Lodge. Some people make the living as mechanics, truck drivers, miners, prospectors, and so on. So I am sensitive towards those families as well. But I guess it's just a matter of everybody putting in their word, having the opportunity in a very democratic process, and then having a body there that weighs it out very, very carefully. I believe what we need to do as a whole is to look less at just the bottom dollar, just at how much money can we get out of this hole in the ground, or how much it's more about the well-being and of society, if you will. I can see there needs to be some mining. We all use resources, we all use materials, metals, and so on, but it just in some cases it just doesn't fit. It doesn't match. And you can't change that. If we can trust the process, well, then really there's very little reason to argue whatever the outcome is at the end of the day. That's where democracy is really where the rubber meets the road. We can talk democracy, but until we have a process in place that really is conducive to letting democracy do its thing, do its actual work that it's supposed to do, we really have no democracy.